Yeah. Big JTV, man. Like, comment, sub as y'all coming in and rocking in with your boy, man. I gotta talk about it, man. We gotta talk about Corey Holcomb going on something uncensored. I'm not too sure what the man is. Ryan Cameron Uncensored. And on this show, radio show, I believe, he unloads the clip, man. He goes in on the fake doctor, and now I am convinced she is a fake doctor, called Cheyenne Bryant, right? A clout chaser. Now, look, man, I'm not saying that everything that Corey is going to be saying is correct, but there is a lot of doubts, a lot of holes in quote unquote Dr. Bryant's story. So right now, I'm not gonna hold y'all for long. Here's the clip. It's gonna be a long one, no diddy, of Corey explaining the beef and laying down the groundwork as to why quote unquote Dr. Cheyenne should not be believed. Let's go.
That's the problem, because you be calling out other people's game. That interview with Cam Newton, why he didn't see that coming? Because I know you, and I saw it coming. You was like, you kind of leaned back in the chair. I was like, oh,
my brother Cam Newton is a very confident man, but he's never been in the room with nobody like me, and that ain't no diss. It's just I put all my dirt out there. So when people come at me with my dirt, I'm like, yeah, I already know, right. That's how you do. You jump ahead of it. Don't be scared to tell nobody who you are.
Right.
So then when somebody get mad at you and they say something that you already said, everybody know that about me.
And all of the stuff that came out after that, though, I mean.
The thing I feel bad about is he jammed up with this crazy lady who calls herself a doctor. And she refuses to show this doctor's license because it don't exist. And this lady is so determined to try to show that this lady who Cam is with, because I didn't know about her before the show, but I did a little research on her. She wants this girl to think that somebody is doing wrong by her, but Cam and her are happy, and she said they're happy. But according to this lady who doesn't tell her truth, because I know her truth, this is a girl.
You're talking about Dr. Bryant.
Dr. Bryant, the girl who like girls. I know your girlfriend. You did a good job hiding her, but the streets don't lie. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot about you, Miss Bryant. This ain't what you want. You went on the Breakfast Club and lied on me. Be careful. I know your business.
She lied on you.
Yeah, she said I'm an alcoholic. She said,
"Oh no, it isn't. We got a show together. I'm gonna play this clip when we come back. That's called True Talks. And Cam came up, and then your name came up, and I know that you need to hear it in real time.
Do I stink, by the way? Because she said my hygiene was bad.
I don't know. I asked Ryan if he was going to come up in here stinking.
You see what I'm saying?
I wasn't sure.
That's a smear campaign. That is really, she out of pocket for that.
Okay.
Because, like, if I was like, you saw when...
Wait, hold on. We'll come back. We got more. We got more with Corey Holcomb when we come back. All right, it's Ryan Cameron Uncensored. Corey Holcomb is in the studio.
One time.
And there's a show on... Foxhole that I am part of, that Dr. Bryant is on, called True Talks. It airs Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock, live. And the Cam Newton interview came up because she's gone viral on that. She's gone viral with Ray J. And you saw her on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah, I saw what she had to say about me, and it was like, wow,
okay,
your back must really be against the wall, because if I was to be like, okay, I want you to show me any proof of what you said about me. Well, the main thing, it doesn't even matter what somebody said about me. My people, Tabernacle Theater sold out.
Right.
I want to see you try to sell it out with that nonsense you be selling with that Emmett Smith hairline.
What is the beef? What is it all about?
The beef, she mad because I busted out. She's not a doctor. So that makes her mad because this is part of her hustle. I'm a doctor. No, you're not a doctor. You don't go around saying you're a doctor in front of me, because everybody who lie around me, we fall out. We fall out. Everybody who lie around me, I try to be quiet, but it just come out.
So how do you know she's not a doctor? She doesn't.
It's very easy to find out if somebody is a doctor. You ask them where are you licensed out of, and then you just look up, because if she's a doctor, you're going to see the license. But she hasn't produced a license. Let me tell you why. She's not a doctor. She's a self-proclaimed doctor. Let the facts be the facts. If y'all know her, ask her, hey, let me see your license. Let's see what she say.
Okay.
It must hurt. Like, do you know that? I want to tell y'all something. The doctor she's attractive. Do you know people that are attractive can lie and people want to believe them? This is actually some scientific stuff we're talking about. So that's what you're saying,
right that her looks are the reason that people believe her.
Yes, this is the only way she can get away with doing this stuff that she's doing. You lying, ma'am. Stop saying you're a doctor, because people like me and a lot of people on the internet have done the research and looking for this stuff you say you got. And that's not what you really want to do to the people who, I call it the real boys and girls, the boys and girls that help me sell out the Tabernacle Theater. Yeah. We ain't going for it.
Listen to this clip.
Listen, y'all, ex-Panther quarterback, who I know all too well, Cam Newton, a.k.a. I went viral on that one too, y'all, recently shared on his Funky Friday podcast that he blames Kim Kardashian for the BBL epidemic. But I want to ask you, Cam, do you blame yourself for all them broken homes? Anyway, what he said was Kim Kardashian is responsible for impacting the look for what we deem, or women deem, as I want my body to look like that. When you look at the BBL epidemic, is it in large part impacted because of Kim Kardashian?
Now,
really,
in the episode, Cam Newton interviewed comic Corey Holcomb, who also has some strong things to say about Dr. B, but we're going to work on that. He talked about women getting enhancers and butt enhancement. He claims anyone with a BBL has a mental illness. Take a look at this.
Somebody that is going to be the mainstay is probably not going to be a woman with a BBL. Because I know that's mental illness, to let somebody crack your ass open, put some Air Jordan up in there, and sew it back up. That is not a mentally stable woman.
Well, my thing is, and I said on Breakfast Club, any man who has an addiction issue, who has low hygiene, which represents depression and mental health, who also has issues where their kids don't talk to them or deal with them, whose wife don't deal with them, who has mommy and daddy issues, is the last man that needs to be referring to anybody with mental health issues. I think that he needs to get himself checked in with. They asked me on Breakfast Club, and I said, no, I would never go on his show, but I would definitely help him in a private session, because he needs that type of help. Yeah. This man has deeply rooted issues. That in itself, it just screams mental illness. It screams addiction. It screams depression. It screams completely unhappy.
Yeah.
So, like, when you say something like that about somebody, they have mental health issues, and they have alcoholic addiction, and they family, and they wife. I mean,
nobody wants to deal with you.
Me and my wife was just on the phone the other day. Me and my wife, cool.
Well, I think she specifically said kids.
Well, she said wife, too.
Yeah, she said wife, too.
Okay, what about your kids?
What about the kids? Me and my kids have a relationship, even though in this country, a lot of children are not as close to their father as they would be because of things their mother has said about the father. And this is all proven. When children grow up with a dad and not a mom, they are better off to handle society. Right. But that's neither here nor there. This woman just flat out lied again. Nobody is really watching how crazy this woman is. This woman came from left field with lies about me. And check this out. I will ask her. She's done surgery too. This is what this woman must not realize. I live in Los Angeles, so I know you, ma'am. I don't know you by hanging with you, but don't nobody hold water out here. Everybody say what they know about you. I know about your breasts. I know about your nose. I know about everything. This ain't what you want. Because I got receipts to bag up what I'm talking about. But I want to see you go talk to my kids. Me and my daughter had a little strained relationship sometime, but that can happen with anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? We good now. That's my daughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't even know me. Why are you making up stuff? I believe this is what happened when some people get put like, well, you got to say something. You on the spot. And then they just lie. She lies about being a doctor, and now she's lying about, like, she know my life. You don't know me, man.
So did they try to get you to come back on Funky Friday with her? Is that been proposed?
I don't know if I should say that yet because it ain't happened. But
would you do that?
I dare her to try to have a face-to-face with me because I got all your dirt, ma'am. I know that you've been in a relationship with that woman. I know how you get down. And you talk about, oh, I was with this man and he wasn't my man. He wasn't your man because you had a woman. I'm not the one. I know you, lady. because the people who you get down with are envious of you too. So your business is out there. I know who the lady is you've been in a relationship with for the longest. And you was with the lady while you was with the man that you was with. And you took from the men because you obviously was with some guys who ain't understand how the streets work because they didn't peep the lady that you with. Am I lying, Dr. Bryant? Tell me, am I lying?
Maybe it was a triangle affair.
What is a triangle affair?
They all knew about each other.
No, you can't.
We all a part of the party.
It's all to make it good for the cute lady. This is how we're programmed. We think we're supposed to take up for people like that. That lady has mental issues. She's claiming to be a doctor, and she's trying to talk to Cam Newton's girlfriend about what? Cam Newton's girlfriend said, I'm good over here. But she's so smart, Dr. Bryant. You're not good. You need to hear what I have to say. Let's hear about your girlfriend, Dr. Bryant. Why are you hiding that? You part of that community that don't really like men. I know. And I dare you to act like I'm lying up here because I got the receipts to prove it. You don't want no sit down with me because you ain't going to do nothing, make a fool out of yourself. So, I mean, I think Cam Newton, them trying to put that together was a great idea that would have been a good idea if people were telling the truth. But she can't face me and lie because if I have a interview with Cam Newton, I'm coming with receipts. Come with them receipts about me being an alcoholic or me not getting along with nobody. And she said my career is, and hers is this. Hey, I'm sold out at the Tabernacle. You dig what I'm saying? I want to see you sell out something like that. You always talk about what Shaq had to say. What did Shaq say about Corey Holcomb? Shaq say Corey Holcomb is in his top 5 comedians. And so did a lot of people. Ain't nobody saying nothing like that about you. You are the type of woman that guys will lay up with, and then after that, they ain't gonna want to hear nothing you got to say. This is what we do. Unfortunately, we sleep with women like Dr. Bryant, and then as soon as we're done, we're like, shut up talking to me. I don't want to hear nothing else you got to say. This is how life works. It's called masculinity. This is what the war is against, masculinity. Cam Newton, guys like me who have money, we'll never just be with one girl until we get so sick. We be like, okay, baby, I'm going to settle down and be with you. This is the truth.
But don't you feel like she still has an avenue where she's able to talk to Cam and Nick about things that they have done in their past and be open to the public about that, such as the broken homes that they have created? Do you not feel like
she can have a conversation with anybody about anything, but I don't like how she comes like she's a doctor. You're not a doctor. Stop it. You're not a doctor. You want to act like I'm the expert on this. No, you're not.
I mean, they're giving out honorary doctor degrees now.
Well, go get one. Go get one. But to be a licensed doctor,
right?
That actually takes a lot of work. My daughter was trying to be a doctor after she graduated to the certain level where doctor was next. Mm-hmm. But you have to get accepted in, and a lot of times getting accepted in is very difficult. Especially in the United States, with being accepted in to go to school to be a doctor, not accepted to be a doctor, just to be able to go to school to be a doctor. It's not an easy thing to do. And somebody like that whose words don't match doctor, I mean, come on, stop it. I get it, though. This is America, man. Everybody, like, what's that lady who killed her daughter? Ooh, some lady, her name Lacey or something like that. People, she got off. And why did she get off? Because people liked her. So I hope people like you, Dr. Lady. I ain't got no problems with whatever you get, what you was bragging on the Breakfast Club. I have property. That's everybody who's smart. No, that's insecurity. Why you talk about property on the Breakfast Club?
Damn. He unloaded, man. He unloaded. The clip drops an atomic bomb on Dr. Bryant again. Right. And you know what? I think this is my thinking. My thinking, again, is about this whole doctorate, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant thing. I think what she was angling to do was basically a Dr. Phil. You know that Dr. Phil is not a licensed doctor no more, right? Search it up right now. Dr. Phil is not licensed as a doctor at all. He's not a licensed doctor. He's not a licensed psychologist. So his show is to give advice. It's not necessarily to give counseling. Because guess what a psychologist can do? A psychologist can prescribe medication. A psychologist can give actual clinical-based psychological work, right? And you have to be licensed, usually by the state, right? Or an association that is accredited. It's very hard to be a licensed psychologist. It's very hard to be a licensed psychiatrist because you have to go to medical school. All of them things, they have to be done in order for you to be, quote unquote, a doctor. Now, you can have a honorary doctorate. You know what I mean? Like Bill Cosby, he had one. You know what I mean? From, I believe, was it, I don't think it was Howard, but it was another HBCU. P. Diddy. Yes, he had an honorary doctorate from Howard. Yes. So he could be considered Dr. Sean Puffy Combs. I'm not joking. You know what I mean? You can get a PhD in philosophy. You can get a PhD in social work. So within that job, that milieu, you are a doctor, but you're not necessarily a licensed psychologist. And I think that's what he's getting to. And guess what? I believe it. I believe it, because if she was, why wouldn't she shut him down? Now, if she's trying to ignore Corey, why would she even answer what the Breakfast Club was saying? Yes, there is this thing called the halo effect. And what Corey was talking about was Casey Anthony. Casey Anthony was a disgusting child murderer who unalived her child, right? Went to trial, and because she was halfway attractive, and she wasn't even that attractive. This chick was very, very basic. Anyway, she was mediocre, but because of this halo effect, she was looked at as innocent. Come to find out after the trial, she definitely killed her child. She definitely, disgusting behavior, but they get a pass. Ask any woman. Any woman will tell you when one woman is prettier, there's something called pretty privilege. And that also goes for guys as well. There's individuals who are men, like that prison bay guy, whatever his name is, something Meeks, right? Dude had a very viral prison mugshot, and within less than a year after he got out, he married or got engaged to an heiress, a multi-billionaire woman. See, it goes both ways regardless of gender. The fact remains is Cheyenne Bryant is an attractive woman, and she knows how to finesse, meaning use her words in a alluring tone, or at least in a tone that makes sense to women. She's very good at finessing women, but a lot of men who have common sense see through the BS. And by the way, shout out to this gentleman's channel. I believe his name is Fawcett Media. He actually had a great video on it. Y'all check it out. It's going to be below in the description, man. So get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Cheyenne Bryant, the finesse doctor. Big JTV, like, comment, sub, I'm out.